Good morning. Happy Friday. I still don't feel like it's Friday. I can't. After Halloween being on Wednesday, I'm just like all thrown off with my week. But anyway, hopefully everybody else is on track. Who's on today? It's a beautiful day in sunny Southern California. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Johanna. I hope to see you this weekend, Johanna, at the bowling event. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Kelsey. Happy Friday. I hope everybody has nice plans this weekend. We have, Audric has soccer practice tonight, soccer game tomorrow, and then we have a Fragile X, this might fall. A Fragile X event, a bowling event, family fun day, on Sunday. So we have a fun, full, packed weekend. What are you guys doing? Drop it in the comments. What are you guys doing this weekend? Hi, Kelsey. Okay, I hope, so Audric decided to take apart my, what is that called? My tripod, which is holding my phone up. And so he decided to take it all apart and put it back together. So if I fall down, that's why. Johanna, no, the website's not down. I will, I don't know if you registered yet, but I'm gonna actually go live soon in the Fragile X page and put the information up. So I'll message you the link. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Jojo. Happy Friday. So I'm out here in my front. So we live in like a condo type setting, and we actually have, it's so cool. I just have to show you guys, but I hope I don't fall. These, I did. I knew that was gonna happen. Oop. Oh boy, are we there? Okay, are we there? Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, I just wanted to show you. So our front door is there, and we've got a playground and my son's favorite spot to hang out, the basketball court, and all this beautiful grass. So anyway, I decided to change the scenery from my typical car, sorry guys, my typical car background to the beautiful outdoors this morning. But anyway, hi Melinda. So I do have some notes this morning. So I'm in this training program, and so hi Nini. And excuse I got my fro. I have no makeup on, drinking my coffee out of a straw, so you get to see all my quirkiness today. But anyway, I'm in this training program for my network marketing business, and I was listening to the training today, and so I realized that sometimes it's okay. I need to take notes, and otherwise my mind, it could just go off on tangents. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. So anyway, I have notes, so I will be kind of glancing at those. But I wanted to just jump on and talk to you guys today a little bit about, why do we expect to be perfect at something the first time we do it? I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I know I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist, so I don't know if I have any fellow perfectionists out there, but perfectionism is not a good thing. It's it sounds like, oh, you want to be perfect at something. It could be a good thing, but honestly, it's not. And I get asked a lot in my business and my profession, I wouldn't be good at what you do. And I just want you to kind of think a little bit more about that, because how do you know? How do you know if you haven't tried? And even if you have tried, if you haven't had the right training and the right instruction and maybe the right team, with support and everything, you may not have had the same experience. So I wanted to just let you know a little bit about so most of you know who I am, Jen Newsom. I'm, a wife. I'm a mom. I have an 11-year-old with special needs. He has Fragile X syndrome. And I had a 10-year career in corporate HR, which I gave up about 4 years ago to stay home with our son, who needed some help, extra help. Hi, Alta. And so, that caused a big change of life for me. And it was very scary because I had this idea of, I went to college, got my business degree with emphasis in HR, worked in the field for 10 years, loved helping people with their benefits and their, life. I helped them with, finding jobs, recruiting people to a new company, with, exciting times ahead with a new venture. And I loved what I did. And, being able to, or I should say, having to give that up and start something new was scary, even if it was something as simple as I'm going to stay home and be a stay-at-home mom. What does that mean? What does that look like? And, the first year it was great. To focus on Audric and to really get him, wrap my mind around this new thing in our life that we had to learn, which is, raising a child with a disability. And, I have to admit, it was a very difficult time for me, but I knew that if I didn't step up, Audric would fall down. And didn't know I was going to get emotional today, but hey. Anyway, I knew that I had to just wrap my mind around it and figure out what I could do to help him. So fast forward, okay, because now I am going a little bit off on a tangent, but fast forward, after a couple years of being home, trying to, I've shared with you guys before, trying to squeeze the butt cheeks. I love you, Alta. After a couple years, getting Audric on track and figuring out, the stay-at-home mom. Audric calls me a single mom, but I'm not a single mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Anyway, figuring what all that entailed, I realized that, and I shared with you this before, that we were trying to expand our family and that just didn't work out for us. So kind of trying to figure out and praying about what else I could do without giving up my family as my priority, was a very big thing. Like, I had no idea what it was going to look like and what I could do. So praying and praying and praying, and kind of jumped into this network marketing biz a little over a year ago. And I was so afraid, and I have the same fears that most people have. I mean, I don't think I would be good at this. Why would I be good at this? I have never had any training in this field. My background's in HR, talk to me. We could talk about health benefits or workers' comp or, employee relations, recruitment, those types of things. Like, why would I be good at this? And, I had to really force myself, like I did when I ended my career in HR, to really think outside the box and to, just try something new, Jen. It's like not the end of the world if it doesn't work out. And so I did. And, the two things that I think we're the most afraid, when we start something, we expect to be perfect at it right away. And I think that stems from fear, and at least for me. And I just thought of the two things that was really going through my head and has held me back a lot in life, is fear and, afraid to fail and afraid of what people think. As far as being afraid to fail, I think that goes back to a little bit of my perfectionism, which again is not the best quality to have. And, being afraid to fail can only really inhibit you. I mean, it really doesn't do you any justice, because if you think about all the successful people in the world, nobody started anything and the first day they were like successful. Nobody. So why do we think that we should? I mean, who the heck do we think we are that we're just gonna start something and just be successful at it, like right off the bat? So, I just had to challenge myself to think like, so what if I fail? And, if I fail a little, it's not going to hurt anybody. I mean, I'm sorry for those people who I reached out to at the beginning when I started my business. I'm sorry if I came at you the wrong way, but, I was learning. I'm trying. I'm still learning. I still feel like I'm learning every single day. And, so you have to change your mindset. Being afraid to fail is not going to help you. It's not going to help anybody. And so changing your mindset to realize that practice makes perfect. It's so funny because being a mom, you tend to tell your kids all the time. I mean, I tell Audric all the time, practice makes what, Audric? Perfect. And it's funny how, okay, am I there? Sorry, I had a call coming through. It's just funny how we don't always, as parents, take our own advice. Am I on? It says my connection is low network connection. I hope I'm still there. So anyway, I changing your mindset is everything, and allowing yourself to fail in order to learn. Again, going back to raising kids, how you tell them, like, how are you going to know if you don't try it, right? You got to try this broccoli. You don't know, you might love it. Wishful thinking. But, we don't know until we try. And so we have to be able to allow ourselves that time. And then another thing that is so powerful is self-talk. So what we talk to ourselves about, what we tell ourselves. And, telling yourself you're not good at something, that's not going to make you good at it, right? I mean, if you think about it, I'm not going to be good at that, or, this and that, it's not going to help you. So why do we do it? I don't know. It's something that you really have to, be mindful about. We all do it. We all tell ourselves, horrible things sometimes. It's like, oh my gosh, like if you can imagine telling other people what you tell yourself, I mean, it would just be so sad. Nobody would want to be your friend. So think about it. Do you want to be your own friend yourself? Like, friend yourself. Okay, I'm a dork. Anyway, so going back to the two things that hold people back is being afraid to fail. And then the second one I brought up was we're worried about other people's opinion of us. And, I have to admit, being the oldest, I think, of a big family, I don't know, or just who I am, I've always been a people pleaser. I've always just wanted everybody to be happy, everybody to like me, all of these things. And it's really just, it's one of those things that it's a terrible place to be, because you're always worried about what other people are thinking instead of worried about what you want to worry about, or what you want to think. I shouldn't say worry, but what you want to think about, how you do things. Look at it yourself with all the knowledge that you have on, whether it's being a good person or, your character, how you live your life, whatever the case may be, what you do for business, what you do for anything, like how you raise your kids, who cares what other people think? Especially it was brought to my attention when I kind of entered this special needs world, that people they're not going to get it, Jen. And I have to be okay with that. I have to accept that and move on. I do try to educate people as much as I can. And it's not because it's all for a good reason. It's all to kind of for the greater good. It's not, you need to treat my child better than any other child. No, it's just educating people on that. Just because he might act a little different, doesn't mean he can't be included in things. So anyway, that's a little tangent there. But so avoiding the people pleaser trap, it's so, for me, it's a very difficult thing, but I've had in this business, I've had to learn that I am not going to please everyone. People are not going to like me. They're not going to like what the products I represent. They're not going to like the business that network marketing. People have a very negative, not a lot of people, not everybody, but some people have a very negative connotation with network marketing. And so I had to really get over that. And that was really hard for me, as being a people pleaser. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to say about being afraid of people's opinion of us is be careful who you take advice from. Who you take advice from. So I don't know about you guys, but I tend to ask not even random people. I'll ask my husband advice on something that he has no knowledge of, or he has no background from, but I ask his advice. And I think we do that a lot. We ask maybe the wrong people for advice, and my husband laughs at me because he always says, well, whatever I tell you, you do the opposite. And I think that's I don't know. It's I don't know if anyone else does that, but I think it's a psychological thing. They don't know what you're talking about. So whatever they say, you're going to just do the opposite. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, be careful who you're taking advice from. Are they a credible source? Are they someone you look up to and have what you want? But most importantly, are they someone you trust and someone that has knowledge of the subject at hand? It would just be silly to ask, I don't know, oh my gosh, now I have to rely on my brain and I have no idea what I'm going to come up with an example. But let's just say you ask, okay, let's talk about school. Just say you ask a math teacher a question about, your report that you have to do, your 10-page book report, you're asking a math teacher that. I don't know if that makes any sense, but, just make sure that the people you're asking advice from, or you're taking unsolicited advice from, or you're letting them kind of control what your choices are, make sure that they are educated in that subject or in that matter. And then the last thing is be in charge of your own feelings. So again, this is something I struggle with, but the more self-reliant you are, the happier you are, and the more confident you become. So I'm not gonna lie, when I started this business, I had probably negative confidence, had no idea what I was doing, afraid of what people were gonna think. Oh my gosh, I'm this weirdo on social media, posting these weird pictures of people's faces and asking people, I felt so funny. But at the same time, I started to just trust the process and know that I didn't have to be perfect from the beginning. I'm going to be a student of this industry, of this profession, and I'm gonna figure it out. I felt that need to figure it out. And sometimes I think that, I think I talked yesterday, we tend to be lazy natured as humans. And sometimes our brain needs to be stimulated, just like our bodies, just like we need to work out, or we need to, do these certain things. Our brains need to be stimulated too. And I think that's where I was, even though I was helping my son and my family, being a stay-at-home mom, I still felt like I needed to do something for myself and do something different and jump out of my comfort zone and just live. Not be confined from my circumstances, but yet, just thinking outside the box and going outside the box. So anyway, again, let's try as a whole not to feel like we have to be perfect at something. I get told a lot, Jen, I would love to make extra income from home and do what you do, but I'm just not good at this. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm shy. Guess what, guys? don't tell me about shy, and don't tell me about not a salesperson, because I have zero of those skills. Or one's a skill and one, but anyway, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's really about what's going on in your mind. And so I challenge you to really think about, why you feel so strongly about a certain thing so quickly. Like, you're just so quick to make a decision, like, nope, not gonna do it. And if you do decide to jump out of your comfort zone, enjoy the process. Like, I know it's uncomfortable. It's kind of like, I relate it to like working out, right? I love working out, but I have to be honest, I've been slacking off. I've been eating terrible. I need to get back on track. And that is a hard thing to say, okay, I need to get back on track. But, and you feel like, oh, like it's so frustrating. Like I got this, this chunk in my belly that I need to get rid of like tomorrow. And, you have to enjoy the process. Like, you know what? Enjoy it. Like, even if it's hard, after you feel so good, you feel so accomplished. And it's all about enjoying, the little milestones that you hit, just like we celebrate our kids' little milestones. Celebrate your own, celebrate yourself, because we only have one life. And if you're sitting there telling yourself you're no good at something, or you could never do that, or you could never do this, or work should be so hard and miserable because it's work, that's a lie. That's not true. I love what I do. Even when it's hard, I'm like, oh, I have to just squeeze those butt cheeks and just do it. But anyway, so enjoy the process, celebrate your small successes, learn from your failures. Don't be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of what other people think, especially if they have no credibility, or they have no really reason to have an opinion. A lot of people love to share their opinions, but it doesn't mean that it's truth. So anyway, learn from your failures. And then, sometimes you'll have an off day. So I don't know about you guys, but sometimes like I'll have like a bad driving day, or a bad hair day, or a bad parenting day. I mean, we have our bad days, and you can't say, oh my God, I had a bad day, like I'm gonna give up. Like, I'm just no good at this. So what? So you're gonna, you have a bad driving day and then you're never gonna drive again? Or you have a bad parenting day and you're just gonna like give up your kids? Like, same with this business. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I just went back to square one with that reach out, or, with that post, or what was I doing? Or just talking to people, like, what was I even saying? But it doesn't mean that I have to like get that lie out of my head that I'm not good at this, because I'm just having a bad day. I'm having an off day, and tomorrow's a new day. And, just realize that, tomorrow is a new day, and you might be super on tomorrow. And that's what you have to look forward to. So in conclusion, I just wanted to say, if you've been thinking about starting a home-based biz or a network marketing biz, but these fears have been holding you back, I just want to encourage you to really think about, about why it's holding you back. And I'm living proof that, I had all the same fears and all the same, thoughts when I first started, but I'm living proof that, if you trust the process, enjoy the process, get the training that you need, have an amazing, be a part of an amazing team with amazing support, you will get through this and you can make money. Success is different for everyone, and expectations, have to be in the right place. So, if you're thinking you're going to jump in and start making $1 million a month, sorry, I hate to disappoint you, but that is not the case, but if you're like me and just want to make, some extra money for Christmas, you want to give your kids and your family an amazing Christmas, then, maybe your expectations will match, and you can do that. So I hope you get something out of this today. If you've been thinking about making an additional income and you're interested in what I'm doing, message me. If you know of anybody that this could, that can benefit from this, share this video. And if none of it matters to you, if it helps you in another area of your life, then that's awesome too. But I hope that, you know, you have an amazing, sorry, I was looking at my notes. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and just enjoy the process, enjoy your life. Love you guys. Bye.